Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be doing a touchy subject on the epidural. If you don't know what that is, it is a huge needle that we put in a mom in labor's back to relieve the pain. So rough description, but that's what that is. So I just want to say first that it is my opinion, my experience. So don't be judging me in the comments, please, because we all have each our opinions, and it's pretty normal. But I just wanted to share my experience with it. And if I'm not talking loud, I'm sorry, because my two kids are asleep right now. So yeah, let's get to it. So I'm gonna be starting with the pros, the positive side of the epidural, just because it's probably the same thing as you guys if you ever thought about it. First of all, it takes away all the pain. You don't feel the contractions. You are such a huge relief, especially if you have been in labor for a few hours now. The epidural is amazing for that. You can't feel anything. You can breathe again. My hair is really annoying. I'm sorry about that. But you can breathe again. You can relax till it's actually time to push the baby out. So it is awesome for that. With Elliot, I honestly I was glad that I had it, obviously, because it was my first child. So I experienced both with and without. I had it with Elliot, I didn't with Amelia, and that's why I can really relate on with and without. So yeah, it is amazing when the pain goes away. Another thing is that you don't feel actually, like when you're pushing, you don't actually feel the baby come out. I know it's kind of gross, but it's an actual fact. You don't feel the baby coming. So it's kind of, for me, it took like a stress away because I really was scared of that part. But you like completely don't feel anything, and that is amazing. So that's like it's the only pro that I have. It's the only good side of the epidural, if I can say, but it's a big one. Like it takes everything away, the stress, the pain, everything, and you can like sleep if you have time and stuff like that. But there is another side to this. So the cons, the bad things about it, and I'll explain more in detail because, like I said, I experienced both. So the first thing is the after. So after you give birth and everything and blah blah blah, everything is fine. When you have the epidural, you need help to get up. You need to wait before you get up. You have trouble going to pee, going to the bathroom in general. You have trouble doing everything. And when it like cools down, you feel the pain or you feel sore, stuff like that. So that was really bad, but I didn't really realize it before I had Amelia, because Amelia, I did not have time to have the epidural and I did not have it. So I realized it when I had her, because after my labor with Amelia, I got up right away, no problem. Went to the bathroom fine. I was like super okay after the labor. So that was a huge change between like both of my babies, and that just felt amazing. Like you don't feel bad, you don't feel gross, and that was something that I love. Another thing is the needle. That's kind of bad. You're like mid-contraction and they have to sit you down, like curve your back, and then have to put a huge, and it's literally huge needle through your back, through your spine to inject the epidural. That is not fun. That's the worst part, I think. Like you're going through such big contractions that hurts so much, and you have to stay still, curve your back and everything. You can't move. But when you're like hurting so bad, it's really bad, and you really can't move, because if they miss you, that is bad. They can't miss you. So that's another thing that is really bad about it. Or another thing is that it doesn't always work. It really depends on your body, on your system. For me, it worked really well, but some people I know, it did not work. It like froze half of the body, they felt the contractions, stuff like that. And that is bad because you just got stabbed in the back for nothing. So that's really bad. Another thing, epidurals can bring you to be longer in labor. It can slow down the dilating part of the labor, so it can take a lot longer. And if that happens, it really sucks. It didn't happen to me, but my friends, some of my friends, it happened to my friends. So I was like, oh my god, I was so glad it doesn't happen to me. But it can also put your labor in like longer, and that really sucks. A thing about not having the epidural is that I don't know if everybody will agree on this, but I was so scared about the pushing part because with Amelia, if you didn't see my labor and delivery video, I got to the hospital, I was already dilated to 10. I had to push already when I got there, so I did not have a choice of epidural or not. I was really scared of the pushing part, but it was like the best thing ever. When you don't have the epidural, you feel the contractions, you feel the pushing, and that made like me feeling the pushing, I could control it better. Because if you push too, I'm getting really in TMI, guys, but if you push too hard and the baby comes out too fast, you can rip. Sorry, hello. You can rip from down there, and that is not cool. It's a longer healing process afterwards and stuff like that. So when you control the pushing, the doctor helped me a lot, but he was like, wait, and then you like it's really getting gross, I'm sorry guys, but you have to wait for the baby to make his path and like slowly stretching your skin so you don't rip or anything. So being able to control that really helped. And yeah, so my final opinion on this is I would rather 100% go through labor without the epidural, just because, like I said, I have experienced both. It is less painful than I thought. Really painful though, it's horrible, but really less than I thought. And honestly, I did all my labor and contractions at home, and while going to the hospital I didn't really realize it. But it's crazy how I was so scared of natural birth without the epidural, and like now I would do it 100 times without it, because I just felt better, way better afterwards, and so much more energy afterwards. And I don't know, it's something you have to try at least once, in my opinion, at least once without it. But if you're doing with the epidural, it's fine too. I did too my first time, and honestly, my first time, I wouldn't have saw myself without it, because my labor was 6 to 7 hours, I think, 6 hours. But yeah, but it's fine. Either way, it's fine. You don't need to judge people because they do it or not. It is our personal opinion. And yeah, but that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below if you had it or not, and which one do you prefer, like better. And yeah, so don't forget to subscribe if you're not. Come join our family, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.